Hey Capricorn, hope you guys are doing well. We're here for your weekly reading. This is for the first week of August. We're going to jump right in. Tell me about Capricorn, please, for the first week of August. What's going on with Capricorn? Okie dokie. Capricorn, hi. Let's talk about it. I'm going to go through all your cards and then we will clarify everything. So, to start us off, you have a lot of change happening. You have the Wheel of Fortune in the situation, in the challenge position. This is talking about change. This is talking about something is, the wheels are turning. It's like the Wheel of Fortune can sometimes talk about like getting off a hamster wheel instead of like getting into a cycle. It could be getting out of a cycle, but we're going to clarify and see. In the recent past, you have the 10 of Pentacles. This is feeling like something is very heavy. You're carrying a heavy load, burdensome, obligations, all the things. It's like you're struggling and you're at your wit's end. That's in the recent past. In the current situation, you have the Two of Cups. This is a partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be business. It could be friendship, elevated friendship. It might be partnership, but like I said, we'll see. In the immediate future, you have the Hermit. You're going inwards. You're kind of closing down a little bit. You're shutting down a little bit, but you get the sense that there's something that you need to figure out, and it's inside of you instead of outside of you. So you're going to go inward and try to get to the bottom of it. You have the Hierophant here for what you don't see coming. This is commitment. This is news to you. The Hierophant, if it's not commitment, it could also talk about established hierarchies of power, like universities, governments. I don't know if that applies to you. I'm going to say commitment for now. As far as what your advice is, you have the Sun. Be happy. If it were that easy, right? Let's get into this because it does look very positive and very interesting. Like a lot of new stuff is coming in for you. So, let's start with the Wheel of Fortune for your challenge. What's challenging you? Change is challenging you. There's something happening, something's changing, and you're feeling very challenged by it or blocked by it in some way. That's clarified with the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. This could have to do with work. It's not necessarily so, take it how it resonates, but the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles are both usually associated with work here. Regardless, whatever this change is that's happening for you right now, that's challenging you or blocking you in some way, or you're feeling like it's wrong time, just like it's not, you don't want it right now. It's happening very fast. And maybe that's part of it. It seems like something kind of quickly is evolving in a way that you weren't prepared for or, didn't feel prepared for. Trust me, if it's happening, you're prepared for it. That's how the universe works. But not necessarily on this level, right? It could still feel very taxing. But the Three of Pentacles is wanting to work with others, wanting to cooperate with others, wanting to collaborate with others. So something that has to do with collaborating with somebody else or other people, involving something that you're very skilled at, something that you put a lot of time and effort and energy into, is changing very, very rapidly here. And maybe in the recent past, that's why things have been a little bit heavy, because it's like, whoa, 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 we got to slow this thing down. I need some help here. The Ten of Wands is clarified with the Hangman, Judgment, and the Ace of Wands. In the recent past, it kind of looks to me like you may have had to withdraw your energy from something because it was too much. It was weighing on you too heavy. It was starting to weigh you down. So it looks like you had some sort of realization about whatever this was. Let me give you an example. Here's an example. Okay. Say you have a friend who always comes over to your place because you have the good Wi-Fi. And it's never a problem. They have the code to the door. They don't even need a key. You don't even have to be there. If they need to use the Wi-Fi, they can come use the Wi-Fi. In the recent past, this friend has started coming over and using the Wi-Fi and watching TV and eating your food and sleeping in your bed, and they're still there when you get home from work. And it's turned into like this thing where it's no longer just like fine, it's a burden, it's too much, and it just like it was never discussed, so it kind of feels like it came on a little too fast, and you're having this realization here in the recent past that this is not for me. I was okay when it was like this, but now that it's like this, I'm gonna need some help here. You're gonna have to like do the dishes if you're gonna want to come over here and stay. You're gonna have to vacuum the floor while I'm not here if you want to come over here and use my facilities. Something like that. Let's look at the Two of Cups in the present moment. This is connecting with others. This is coming together. This is partnership. It's clarified with the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and again, the Ten of Wands. This partnership is part of this heavy thing from the past here. I see that whoever this person is that's in your energy field here, they are near and dear to your heart. You care very deeply about them. You're very attracted to them. There's a lot of passionate energy between the two of you, and I do think that they help you carry whatever this load is, in a way, sometimes, but it doesn't seem like it's 50-50. It doesn't seem like it's enough. It seems like one person weighs a little bit heavier on the other and is making one partner is making the other partner feel obligated in some way. It could be financial. It could also have to do with the bedroom. I don't know. I just see that it feels kind of like you've gone as far as you can go with it, or like you're hitting a ceiling with it somehow. Reverse the roles if it fits. In the immediate future, you're going inward. You're trying to figure something out, and you know that the answers are intuitively inside of you, and withdrawing your energy from something, someone is going to give you the space and time that you need, is what you're telling me. That's clarified with the Queen of Wands, the Two of Swords, yeah, and the King of Cups. You're trying to make a decision here. You're trying to make a decision here that feels impossible to make. It's almost like, I don't, okay, here's another scenario. You're partnered with somebody, you love them, you care for them, all the things, but they lost a job a year ago, and now it's been a year that you've been supporting them, and while you're totally there for them and willing to support them, because that's what the partnership's all about, it's just going on for too long. And now it's like, are you taking advantage of me? Is kind of the feeling I'm getting. Or why haven't you been able to get a job? Or, you know, just like, there's a feeling of having to take care of someone else or something else in a way that's not your job. You're not technically responsible for this, but you've taken on that responsibility. So in the immediate future, it seems like you're kind of pulling back a little bit in order to figure out what to do with that situation. And because you're at a stalemate. You're like, I've done everything I can to get it to go this direction. I don't want it to go in this direction, but it seems like these are my choices now. Either it stays the same or I have to go in this direction that I don't want to go in. The Two of Swords is refusing to make a choice because they both the choices aren't what you want. And it can put you in a little bit of an indecisive, mixed feeling energy. There's still a lot of love here. The Queen of Wands and the King of Cups, oh baby. Those are the lovers. Let's take a look at the Hierophant here for what you don't see coming. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Magician. I am getting the sense here that what you don't see coming is that something is going to be renewed in a way where you are recommitted to it. It could be this partnership. It could be a job. It could be like you, let's say you got a degree in finance, but ever since graduation, you've been working in IT for some reason. It just the way the cookie crumbled. And this big change, all these big changes that are happening around you now, you get offered a job in finance, and it's like so new and so fresh because you haven't been participating in this field for so long that you're able to like recommit to that, which you once did when you were in college. You see what I'm saying? It's a young, fresh energy. It's something that's new. It's not something that you're familiar with, unless you're restarting something in some way and saying like, let's let bygones be bygones and start over. But either way, this is something that you're manifesting. And what does that mean? You hear that word so many times that it loses its meaning. It means that this is something that you deeply, deeply want, deep inside of you. It's a dream, it's a goal, it's something that will make your life feel worth living. You know what I mean? So you're manifesting this. This is something that you deeply, deeply desire, and it's happening. You don't see it coming. You're deeply committed to it, and it's in the very early, fresh stages. The seed has just been planted. Let's look at the Sun for your advice. You have the Three of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Hermit again. The High Priestess and the Hermit are like the two personalities of the tarot who are the most withdrawn, who are the most secretive, who are the most mysterious. They may be two of the brightest up here because they combine their intuition with their observation. So that with the Sun and the Three of Cups, those are the two most outgoing, extroverted personalities of the tarot. So you have this very interesting, extreme sides of the scale of extremely withdrawn and introverted and extremely extroverted and enthusiastic here in your advice. So what does that mean? That means you have to find a balance. Your advice is to find a balance between being excited and happy to start whatever this new thing is that you're very committed to, and don't run away with that and forget to process and mend and heal and go within. You have to do both at the same time equally in order for this to come together in a way that is the manifestation that you were looking for. That's what I have for you, Cancer. Capricorn. You might be dealing with a Cancer. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Thank you for watching to this point, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Capricorn.